Hey guys, welcome to MB.Cryptocurrency. My name is Zima, and today we're going to have a quick market update. We're going to talk about the macroeconomy and why we even had this rally. We're going to talk about a little bit about on-chain data, about the funding rates, open interest, and we're getting to the chart as well to kind of give a complete idea why I am a seller at the moment, not a buyer. All right, first of all, why did we have this rally? Like around 3-4 days, 3 to 4 days that happened. As I mentioned, in 3 days, we had like price of Bitcoin increase 4,000. It was 17,000, and now we have 21,000 as well. The reason is because the inflation and core inflation came down. The previous was 6% and 5.7 for core inflation, and for the inflation rate CPI that was 7.1, and now it's 6.5, and it has been decreasing for 6 consecutive months. But there's one thing you have to consider: the core inflation rate month to month has increased, and the reason that the CPI decreased anyway was because of the energy. As you can see, minus 16%, minus 16.6, because of the fuel oil in prices has been decreased. And you have to take consideration of the things that happen in the world. Like China currently, now they're making so many, signing so many contracts to buy commodities, and that's will possibly affect of the price of commodity in like a short term or even medium term, and that will increase the inflation anyway. And also when China completely reopens, then that can possibly affect on price of oil or any sort of energy related around the whole world, even the United States as well. So that's something you have to consider, that the inflation cannot like really increase really like rapidly unless you cause some, like, I don't know, like a crash in the market, like really hard, really bad, not even crypto, like in whole economy. So you have to take this into consideration, that you cannot really be hopeful that the inflation is fixed now. So you have to take this in mind. Now, second thing that I'm going to mention is about, let's just go to the funding rate. The funding rate, we had a spike in funding rate. What does it mean? That means when a lot of people opening a long position, funding rate will be positive. And when it's too much positive, usually whales and a big money, smart money get into the market and try to bring down the market, so it liquidate people. And that's one of the ways that how the smart money and big money get some money from like average people, because average people don't have much of information. Let's now go to another chart. Let me put it the 1 hour that shows price and the aggregate open interest. So we had a divergence between when the price was going up and the open interest was going down. That means this trend, the uptrend, does not have much of a like strength, because it does not follow up with people getting to perpetual and open more contracts. Because when the trend is really strong, it is, for example, positive or negative, doesn't matter, the open interest follows with it, like it just going up as well. And because of this, we have a divergence that shows a weakness on the trend as well. So you have to, there's another point, we got to keep that in mind. Now, we're going to talk about the take-care buy and sell ratio. It's crossed down below 1. What does it mean? Value over 1 indicate bullish sentiment. Value under 1 indicate bearish sentiment is dominant for the take-care buy and sell ratios. You don't really have to, if you don't know what is a take-care buy and sell is, just don't really get into it. It might be hard to explain. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. Now let's get into the chart. And I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible as well. This is the total market cap of the whole crypto market. At the moment, we are in a resistance level. And the first, like a rule of progression section, when the like price or whatever in the chart is in the resistance level, the first reaction we can imagine is we gotta have like a trend reversal or the PRZ. Also, let's just have a USDT and USDC dominance combined, because that's generally the whole stablecoin market cap. These are the two biggest stablecoin considering their market caps. I combine them and their dominance, it's now in a support area. That means when the dominance of the stablecoin increase, that means more money coming into the stablecoin rather than staying on a Bitcoin and altcoin. Now, let's just go with the S&P 500, and I'm gonna mix it and like compare it with the Bitcoin price. So this is the trend line. Whenever S&P 500 touches this trend line, and we had a downtrend, on Bitcoin as well. That was first in here. The second in here as well. We have a third. This one a little bit like low, but it doesn't really show that much. Now we have this. So we have to consider, because sometimes Bitcoin can be really correlated to S&P 500. You have to take this in consideration. At the moment, it is getting really close to this resistance area as well. So that's another reason that you have to consider. Let's now get into the Bitcoin chart to give a little bit of overview about what can happen and where the places that I'm possibly opening a short position, because not I'm only selling a majority of my short-term and medium-term like portfolio of the coins and tokens, I'm also opening a short position. I might be wrong. There's a possibility, but I give like so many reasons to myself as a confirmation. Hey, like this is 85% chance this can happen. I'm just gonna give a random number, but the possibility of we gotta have a long squeeze is much more than we have a breakout of 22,000 level. So this is two positions which I'm already open in one of them, in 21,000 roughly 400 and in 21,800, which I think usually when we are at the end of a trend, people think they're gonna open a position right here, but usually we have a spike to liquidate as much as short position that we have. Usually whales play this like the way that they try to liquidate as much as people as they can, and then they drop the price, they liquidate the long position. Because when the price is going up, a lot of people getting to the long position, they get FOMO'd, they try to not to miss the opportunity, but then lose their money anyway. So this is the two places that I've considered. If they break above 22,000, we have a candle above 22,000, then I might consider another position that maybe this trend can go until 30,000. These are the possibility that I'm going to work with it as well. And I'm using the price action in order to find which areas that can possibly good for the sell. So that's all for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something. I combined the macroeconomy, on-chain data, funding rates, open interest, all things, technical analysis, a little bit to give you an overview. What is the current market situation? If you liked it, make sure like and subscribe, and write down in the comment section if we wanted to explain something a little bit more. Thank you.